Hi, I'm YouTube's Donald Skian, and I hear you're looking for a great breakfast recipe. Here's a doozy. Are you ready for one of the most impressive, quick-to-make breakfast egg dishes you will ever come across? Well, this is creamy baked eggs, and it starts off with some spinach in a pan. I have it nicely heated. We're going in there with a little touch of butter just melted down. Now, this creamy baked egg recipe can be adapted with whatever ingredients you want. You could go in there with some chorizo, you could go in there with some pesto. It's really a simple recipe that can be adapted in so many different ways. But we're going to start off with a kind of classic flavor of some spinach, ham and cheese. Into your butter, go in there with some spinach. Now, it looks like quite a lot of spinach, but by the time this wilts down, you'll only be left with a small bit. Just stir the spinach around and it'll start to wilt down pretty quickly. Give it a little pinch of salt. And the beauty is that if you are having a slow Saturday, a long brunch day, this is the perfect recipe because it doesn't take too many ingredients. It bakes in the oven and you get left with creamy, oozing eggs. Who doesn't want that? Really, the hardest part of this recipe is frying off the spinach. Once you have that done, it's just an assembly job. For my assembly, I have some cheese, I have some ham, and I have some cream, and of course, some eggs. And this spinach is nicely wilted down, so I'm going to take it off the heat. We're going to take a little bit of spinach into little buttered ramekins. Now, you can do this in normal ramekins. I have some glass little pots here, which are quite cute. But really, you're just going to bake these off in something that's oven-proof. So spread the spinach across the base. You'll notice there's a little bit of liquid that's come out, but I've just transferred it to one side of the pan, so not too much of it goes into our mix. Just place that in the bottom. And now it's time to layer this up. So I'm going to go in there with a little bit of ham in each one. You want that kind of salty kick. You could easily go in here with some bacon. So we've got the ham. We're going in there with a little bit of cheese in each one. Now, I'm going to top these off with these ingredients again, but this just gives a nice base flavor as soon as you dive through those different layers. Now it's time for a touch of cream into each little pot. So, generous amount of cream going into each one of these little pots. Top it off with an egg in each one. And now that we've got all the eggs in, it's time to top them up again with some cheese, some ham, and I'm going to season it up with some sea salt and black pepper. The beauty of this recipe is that you can eat these hot or cold, and the great thing about having them in a jar is that you can take them on the go if you want to. Sea salt, a little bit of black pepper. Gives a nice little bit of colour and a bit of a kick as well. And now the trick to cooking these so you get really nicely cooked eggs and ones that don't overcook is to create a water bath in here. So I'm going to grab a kettle of boiling water and essentially we're creating a bain-marie. A bain-marie is like a little steam bath for these to cook out nice and gently. It doesn't shock the eggs when they go into the oven and they cook out so you get left with creamy baked eggs, which is exactly what we're after. These now go into the oven at 180 degrees Celsius, that's 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes, and they're going to cook off till they're beautiful and tasty. We just have to pick them up now. Okay, we're going to the oven. This is what you're looking for. Beautiful, wobbly little pots filled with eggs and cream and goodness. And once you take them across, you get some nice buttered bread or toast. Dip it into all that creamy goodness. That is some serious breakfast comfort food. Creamy, salty, you've got that lovely hit of spinach in there. Like I said, you can add whatever other ingredients you want. It's a really adaptable recipe. Serve it with some buttered toast and it is absolute heaven. If you want the recipe for this delicious little brunch dish, you can find it out in the box below over on my website. Make sure to like this delicious recipe, comment in the box below letting me know if you have any variations you'd like to try with this recipe. And of course, I will see you soon. Goodbye. And the noise you can hear in the background is Max dropping his tennis ball. Max, come here, bring the ball, bring the ball, bring the ball. Come here, come here, come here, bring the ball. Come on. No, that's not happening.